Hello, welcome to the first round of Wednesday special of the new season. So the brand new card we're trying out today is Splunking. I also have a couple copies of Molten Collapse. I'm going to be playing this on Arena just because it's the first video I'm recording. And it's a lot easier to, of course, exchange wild cards to get the cards that I need. And plus, I have most of Gate stuff already on Arena. So for me, it makes perfect sense, especially since I love Gates anyways. So I'm happy to devote my wild cards to this deck and hopefully making a very competitive deck. The only thing we lose out on, of course, is Abrupt Decay. So Wizards, come on, put that on Arena already. That's like the only card we lose, so we're going to substitute it for Assassin's Trophy. So that is kind of like the only negative thing we have to endure being on Arena. Of course, also we also have a Damping Sphere in the side because it's meant for Pioneer in general. And it's always good, since we are a wish-based Gates deck, that it doesn't really matter, I guess, to have that Damping Sphere just in case you play this deck in a Pioneer, your LGS. Let's get into the deck list and see the deck in action. So as you can see, we're playing 3 Splunkings, 3 Guild Summons at the bottom. We have 26 Gates / lands in general. I think basically we're playing 22 Gates and 21 Gates, 1 Forest. Forget it. There's 20 Gates in the deck because we still have 2 Mazes in, 4 Plaza of Harmonies, and a Forest. So it's technically 19, but that's okay. We have, like I said, we have a Assassin's Trophy, 1 main, 1 side. We could definitely go ahead and wish for it to blow up and nick those. Seems like a pretty reasonable strategy overall. We have Grazer because it helps really set up the Gates package. We have a Ram that we could, of course, beat down with Omnath and Golos, our best probably options in general. Maybe Golos doesn't make the finalized cut, but we'll see. Of course, we're trying 2 collapses, 1 main, 1 side, for 1 for the wish target, 1 for main. We have 4 Gates of Blazes, and then we have a Definite Clearing in the sideboard in case we need to wish for a mini sweeper. And that is the main board, right? Other than, of course, the Growth Spirals and the Roots, which is our ramp package. Sideboard, since we are a wish deck, we have a Mazes End for make sure we can get our Mazes End combo win pretty consistently. We have a Crypt we could bring in against graveyard strategies like Greasefang turn 3 if we really need to. Then we have Alpine Moon for the mono green matchup, so we can get Nixos and hopefully wrap that up. A Haywire Might because it's life gain and it also hits non-creature artifacts and enchantments. We have a Barrage for the thing in the ice, stuff like that. Pithing Needle to fight through Karn, stuff like that. Planeswalkers, activated abilities. We have Trophy because it's kind of a catch-all removal spell. Damping Sphere for the Lotus Field matchups. We have a Molten Collapse because it hits anything, Planeswalkers or the creatures that could be problematic. Also, it can answer like the Witch's Oven, which is one of the more important hits. If you don't want to just, crypt it away or might it away. We have 2 Rest in Peace for Graveyard Hate. We could bring them both in against Greasefang, Phoenix, because we do have Crypt still on the board, so it's perfectly reasonable. We have Unmoored Ego to deal with combo decks, and potentially we can 3 mana Wish, get a free Colossus, maybe. So like Colossus is a decent threat we can get on a Wish target board in case we want to go in a beatdown plan if we expect the Mazes End not to be applicable for a win con. So that is what we're playing out today. I think this is one of the best versions of Gates. So hopefully it reflects that in the matches. So let's see the deck in action. Darkslick Shores and passes. So we play a Guild Summit, say go. Okay, Thieves Enforcer. So we're facing Rogue. He milled 2 Grazers. It's kind of hilarious. He asked me for 1. Take it. Play Is a Guild Gate, say go. Swamp. Invasion of Amacat. Mills me. Hits me and ignores the Amacat. So I think I go ahead and drop down a Forest. Question is, do I want to play Splunking here? I think so. Play Splunking, draw, put a Mazes in, down, say go. Hits me. Down to 17. Sure. Seems decent. Are you contemplating playing something at sorcery speed? Plays a pathway on black. Kaito. Draws a card and loots. Or I should say draws a card. Wish. So first things first, we want a Maze's End. Return it. We'll go ahead and grab a black source of some sort. We have 2 green, 2 blue, so we probably want the Rakdos. Play the Maze's End, say go. Hits me. Sure. Take it. Thought seizes. Seems reasonable. Takes a Gates Ablaze. Passes. We draw another Gates Ablaze. Okay, go ahead and Maze's End. Grab a Azorius Guildgate. Play Maze's End. Go ahead and Gates Ablaze. Alright, kill the Enforcer. Say go. Clean to dust. Eats a Gates Ablaze. Fairy Mastermind. Thought Knot. Soaring Thought Knot. We have a gate in the yard. We have 3 of them, so we should be okay. We did not hit a gate, so that's also pretty good. Draws a card. Plays an Otawara. An Invasion of Amakat. Okay, we did mill a guild gate, which is not a great one, so I think I go ahead and get rid of the summit. So we go ahead and do another Gates Ablaze. Maze's End activation. Probably want to get the ones that have one-ofs, because they're more likely to get milled and not be a part of this. So drop down Maze's End. We have 5 of them. Play Gates Ablaze. Say go. Okay, loops. Gets rid of a shore, so he clearly doesn't. He has too many lands in hand, probably. Island. So we have 7 gates total here. So I think I keep using Maze's End. Let's go ahead and get the Boros Guild Gate. Play Maze's End. 7, 8. We have 8 of them. So I think I drop down. Yeah, let's drop down a Guild Summit. Attack a Numa. Sure. Okay, so he's going to go for a card draw here. So that makes me not want to use it. Then again, I mean, it's kind of double. So he gets 1, we get 2. So that's fine. If this root, I think, resolves, we win. 7, 8, 9. No, 1 short. No, wait, that is right. If we root, get 2, we play a land, Maze's End, we win. So let's see if root resolves. Draws a card. Shipwreck Marsh. Let's go ahead and root. Makes me draw. Trying to find a counterspell, I guess. So we don't have a Gruul Guildgate and a Thrawn Portal. So let's name, I guess, black. Draw some cards. We go ahead and play a Selesnya Guildgate. Go ahead and spiral. Put a Summit into play. Dimir Guildgate, I should say. And activate Maze's End. Grab Gates of Plaza. Win. Got it. So against rogues, what's bad in this matchup? Trophy's probably not worth it. Probably could just go up this collapse. I don't think Rest in Peace is necessary. It could be okay, right? They do actively want to make sure we have a lot of cards in our graveyard, so it might be worth some number. Ram is probably not going to do anything in this matchup. That seems reasonable. Run it like that. Attack Numa. Thought Seize. Seize my all land hand. Haha. Gotcha. So we're going to go ahead and lead off with a Guildgate. Say go. Pathway on blue. Plays a Sorcery Speed Enforcer. Mills a couple cards. We draw another gate. Of course we do. So I think Thrawn's my turn 3 play. Until then, I think I keep pushing to Dimir, maybe. Could also argue, I guess, the Gruul, but it hits me for 1. Passes. So now we play Thrawn Portal. Name red. Say go. Mills my wish. Hits me for 3. Take it. Oh my god, another land. Okay. Play Selesnya Guildgate. Say go. Plays another Mastermind. Mills me some more. Alright, take our beats. Alright, we need to draw something fast. Omnath is something. Attempt to cast Omnath. Drown of the Lock. Sure. Play Maze's End. Say go. Pathway on black. Invasion of Amakat. We will pitch a Simic Guildgate. We don't need it. Okay, is going to flip it and hit me for 3. Now we really need something like now. This might have been a daring hand to keep. And we scoop it up. Okay, all lands. Sounds good. I'm confident. Run it back. Play Simic. Say go. Watery Grave. Thoughtseize. Sure. I mean, both of these cards are not really relevant. Play Izzet Guildgate. Say go. Watery Grave. Passes. Draw our other duplicate. Play Maze's End. Say go. Soaring Thought Thief. Marsh. Invasion. We will pitch a Simic Guildgate. Hits me, mills me 2. Go ahead and play Growth Spiral. Play that on white, I suppose. Play Is It Gilgate? Say go. Another Thought Thief. Hits me. Take it. There's a bunch of lands. So I think my gate win is kind of out of the question now. So I think I go ahead and Golos. Take the Selesnya one. Play another Mazes and say go. Swamp. Invasion of Amonkhet. Mills me some more. Get rid of a Simic Gilgate. Attacks. Take it. Down to 9. Try Wish. Hopefully bait a counter. This costs 3. Let's go ahead and shoot a Thought Thief. Play Rest in Peace. Alright, that shrinks his creatures down. Hit you with Golos. Say go. Shelly. That's a problem. Yeah, we might lose because of my punt. Game 2. By taking that hand. Wish. Sure. Wish. So I think I have to Clarion both modes. Bounces my Rest in Peace. That's fine. Hit you. Gain 3. Pass. Take 4. Actually, he probably won. Should have hit me with a Hive. Thoughtseize, sure. Yeah, he should have just hit me with a Hive. He would have won. So, play a Plaza of Harmony. Gain some life. I can't activate his ability. I don't have any black mana. Okay, so scoop it up. 0-1. I definitely should not have kept that hand game 2, but overall we did crush him game 1, which felt pretty decent. So let's get into the next. Forest, Grazer, Summit, Golgari, say go. Oh my god, I keep saying Summit instead of Gate. Man, got me all backwards. Fortress passes. We'll play Azorius, say go. Hit you with a Grazer. Plains. Passes. Attempt to cast Splunking. Okay, you're uncool. Got it. Play Gilgate, say go. Field of Ruin. Passes. Play Gate and pass. Blows up my Simic Gilgate, sure. We pass. Narset. That resolves. Go ahead and kill the Narset. Fortress. We draw a Gate. Play it. Pass. Teferi. Untaps. And draws. That's fine. Play Golos. Make disappear, sure. Pass. Draws a card. Castle. Passes. Play Omnath. Draw a card. Okay, get lost. Sure. Play Thrawn Portal. We'll name Blue, I guess. Crack a map. Target the Grazer. Gets lost. Sure, that's fine. Teferi. Untapped Hollow Fountain. Memory Deluge. Temporary Lockdown. Eats all my maps. Untaps 2 lands. Attempt to Wish. Okay, Wish. Phases End. So I go. I do need to beat this Teferi. It's about ready to ultimate. Omen of the Sea. 2 to the bottom. Draws. Hollow Fountain. Memory Deluges. Untaps 2 cards. Okay, I need a Dreadbore here. It's not a Dreadbore. So now this ultimates. Eats my Maze's End. So I think I go for a Root. Vetoes. Play a second Maze's End. Say go. Alright, exiles. Draws another card. So that eats 1 Maze's End. If he eats the second one, I'm off. Okay, passes. Play Harmony. Maze's End. We'll take, I guess, Boros Gilgate. Play Ram. Say go. Okay, get lost. Memory Deluge. Eats my Rakdos Gate. Field of Ruin. Passes. Root. Veto. I'm just bored. I'm off. Okay, this matchup. We probably go up to Collapse. Just want ways to answer Teferi. So Barrage seems okay. Well, can we go down, right? This does not seem like a Gates of Blaze matchup. So Pithy Needle is fine. I guess his Trophy. We basically are running out all of our. I guess keep the Trophy in. Barrage is probably better, and bring the Ego in. So Barrage is something we can get for 4 mana. Hit the Teferi. Can't counter it. So we'll see how that runs out. I don't like that. Boros Gilgate, say go. Island passes. Pithy Needle. Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. With Thrawn Portal. Do we name black or blue or green? It's kind of weird. So next turn, I think I want the blue. Or the Summit. Hall. Passes. Thrawn on green. Attempt to cast a Guild Summit. Make disappear? Sure. Yeah, now I instantly regret not putting that on black. Play Plaza. Attempt to cast a Root. Gust. I don't want it, so I'll put it at the bottom. Say go. Castle. Passes. Play Gruul Guildgate. Say go. Makes a Shark Typhoon. Another Hall. Hits me for 2. Take it. Play Izzet Guildgate. Say go. Memory Deluge. Field of Ruin. Hits me. Maze's End. Attempt to go for a Wish. Cast a Gate Colossus. I mean, you can counter all you want. It's just going to keep coming back. Okay. Gets my Maze's End. We'll grab our Forest. Hits me for 2. Attempt to Growth Spiral. Put Golgari Guildgate into play. We'll put the guy back and say go. Makes another Shark. Goes to combat. Hits me. Do I want to blow up this 4/4 Shark? I kind of want to save this for the Hall. I guess. I don't really want to take 6 points of damage. So now he gets a land. Okay. We attempt to play a Colossus. Absorb. Sure. We'll go ahead and I guess blow up the Shark. Yeah, I don't think we're about to win this one. Yeah, we lost. He just turns on the Hall. Sure. 0-2. Let's get into the next. Wasn't he a Guildgate? Go. Cliffs. Epicure. Azorius Guildgate. Say go. Courtyard. Hits me. Deadly Dispute. Draws a couple cards. Okay, plays Implement of Combustion. So we draw a blue source. That's helpful. We just need red now. Hits me to 17. Deadly Dispute. Sure. Sacks it. Draws a couple 3 cards. Swamp. Blood Fountain. Passes. Oh, Epicure. Okay. Look at him go. So I think, do I summit here? The other options, I spiral, play both lands. Seems like that's, okay for next turn. So let's go ahead and summit. And then draw a card. Next turn, I think I want to Gates Ablaze. Hits me for 2. Deadly Dispute. Sacks the Blood Fountain. Draws 3 cards. Or 2. Anvil. Sacrifices the blood token. Drains me. There's no world where I could double spell this turn. So let's lead off with a Thrawn Portal. Guess green? He has a full hand. Is it correct to do what here? I could get something for 1 mana. I couldn't bar that. We'll just Gates Ablaze. Say go. This turn I can Gatebreaker's Ram and Spiral. Get 2 lands down. Seems pretty reasonable. Epicure. Fanatical Offering. Tap land. Passes. So I think that's what I'm doing. So I want to lead off, I think, with a Spiral. So I think I'm going to do a Maze's End. Now I could Splunking. That means I basically do not get a creature down this turn. I think I have to. So let's Ram and see if he has removal. And Guildgate. Say go. You might have a Fatal Push or something like that. But if not, we could Wish next turn and Clarion. Give this lifelink, smack, gain 8. So that's kind of what we want to be doing. Alright, there goes that. Eats my Ram. Plays a Blood Fountain and another Courtyard. And then Herald of Anguish. Hits me. Get rid of the Summit, I guess. So I think we drop down a Splunking. Put that on red, I suppose. Put that on black. Play Gates Ablaze. Play a Grazer. Get that down so we could gain some life. Pass the turn. So we have 7 gates. Okay, gets back a Herald and an Epicure. Auto Tapper. Not letting him keep a red source. Dusk Rose Reliquary. Takes out my Grazer. Sure. So I have 8. Let's try it. Get that. Get Azorius. Draw a card. Play Maze's End. Activate it again. Get a Boros. Play Spiral. Draw a card. Play Maze's End. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maze's End. We will grab Golgari. Shouldn't that have been enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Never mind. That's fine. Hits me. Take it. We need the Gruul one, which we would just get, so got it. Against this matchup, probably Haywire Might, maybe Rest in Peace, and a Haywire Might. What can we go down? Ram probably has a lot of removal, and a Golos. I don't like that. Cliffs, Thoughtseize. Our hand's pretty redundant. Probably take the Grazer. Nope. Play Summit. Gilgate say go. We did draw a Summit though. Pretty nice. Tapped Shrine. We Grazer. Play a Gilgate. Play another Gilgate say go. Synthesizer. Sure. Blood Fountain. Tap land. Passes. Splunking. Let's play Splunking. Draw. Harmony. Plaza. And say go. It is kind of weird now that Plaza could pay for itself. That's kind of a sweet little thing going on there. Might make me want to up my Plazas. Anguish. I think I get rid of the Spiral. Play Guild Summit. Draw cards. Say go. Thoughtseizes. Probably takes Gates Ablaze. I mean, they're all kind of decent cards. You're going to take my ability to get... Okay. Takes my ability to get Maze's End. Hits me. Block. Probably doesn't play into the Gates Ablaze, I assume. Okay. Sacrifices. Obnixilis. Take. Alright. Seems decent. We definitely decline. My cards are better than what I would discard. I had the 2 life. So we root. Grab 2 gates. Draw some cards. Play Thrawn Portal. We'll name Black, I guess. So we'll go ahead and destroy that one. And play Rest in Peace. And eat up our graveyards. Say go. That shuts off Blood Fountain. Upticks. Yeah, we'll take it. Alright. Discards. A Glare. Gets an Epicure. Sure. Passes. Play Omnath. Draw a card. Growth Spiral. Sure, we'll play the second Rest in Peace. So the graveyards are double exiled. Say go. Okay, drains me. Seems fine. We have 9 gates. We just need a Maze's End. Alright, discards. A Pathway. Gets an Epicure. Sure. Passes. There's Maze's End. So we'll go ahead and go digging. Grab the rarer ones. So we get to add mana to our mana pool. Draw a card. Play Wish. And this is where Wish is so good with Splunking. So now we get Maze's End. Okay. Return Maze's End. Get the Rakdos Guildgate. Win. 1 and 2. Let's get into the wrap up. So what do we learn this week about this deck? Overall, it actually performed, at least enough to make us win 3 games, right? And we lost 4. So 3 and 4 record. Not that bad, I guess, for Gates. The biggest takeaway that I noticed was the deck did kind of hurt when it came to the different mana colors in the deck. So I kind of thinking maybe I want the second Plaza. And I think Splunking really allows you to maybe use it. Because traditionally it was not very good because it comes down, you have to tap another land. So it's kind of double painful. But with Splunking, it definitely helps. And also I think Splunking, honestly, maybe should be the 4 copies and a Summit should be 2 of. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of about that, because most of the time Summit is not great in multiples. Splunking is something you kind of have to be able to compete in a faster format. And with Splunking, the deck really does function a lot better. Maybe Golos isn't worth it as a top end as well. Maybe that needs to be cut. I think 26 lands is kind of where I want to be for sure. We definitely took a hit not having Abrupt Decay, but I don't think it's that big of a net negative to the deck that I wouldn't be playing it right now. So this deck is, like I said, is Explorer legal. So if you want to play this on Explorer, make sure you do it, because I tried to make this deck originally for MTGO, but if thought, what, it's easier to get the cards right now on Arena because wild cards are very easily expendable, and Splunking is an uncommon, so it's not really all that hard to get. So I'm definitely going to update, I think, the deck list to include no Golos, as well as Probably down one Thrawn portal. That could be the possibility one, or maybe a Simic. Because the issue was it was difficult to get the black source or sometimes the red. So like having requiring a black on turn 2 was quite difficult. And I think that's something that this deck needs to address. One side note, I don't think I enabled the Jengatha, so that's why I never put it into hand. Yeah, so normally with Arena, I have to go into it and like remove it and then add it back as a companion. I forgot to do that in the gameplay, so I'm not sure if that actually would have made a huge amount of difference in certain matchups, right? We still swept the last matchup. Control, it probably wouldn't have made a difference. So the only one it could have maybe made a difference is Rogues, but I think Rogues was my own fault. I should have definitely mulled that second hand, and I maybe could have taken that match as well. So let me know down in the comment sections what you guys think about this list. What changes would you guys make to make this deck even stronger? Because I'm going to make those slight modifications. I think Gate Colossus did do a decent job at filling that role. It's definitely better, I think, than the Karn version I tried last time, because Karn by itself is clunky. Wish is actually quite nice, just because, like I said, you get that last time, you top deck it, you're able to get that mazes in and win out of nowhere with Splunking. So that, I think, is what makes this deck better than the other alternative gate list. The hardest part is maybe this deck wants more sweepers, Wrath, something like that. Against aggro matchups, maybe that will struggle a little bit more. So I'm not sure if I want to fit one more into the board or one more main. Root felt, I think, was better in this deck with Splunking, because you get 2 untap lands. It definitely is much easier to double Root in a turn. I'm not sure what I want to do with that. Until next time, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Tomorrow is going to be a very janky deck. It's 12 Maw, we have Cinder Maw, and we have the Dread Moss. So if you're interested in that kind of content, make sure you come back for that. Next week is going to be a lot more fulfilled list and a speculative list that I think I should hit immediately. The Calendar deck, the Amelia deck. So like I'm going to be hitting all of them next week. So make sure you sub. Let's get to 1,000 subs. We're almost to 700. So let's get to that, and also let's get to 800. So the faster we get there, the better. Until next time, have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon.